You're looking good. All right.
Yeah. Okay, I like the outfit idea. It was you're doing.
Am I doing?
Yeah, you chose the black and white. I like it.
What do you think?
Hey.
This one. Should this one be fixed a little bit?
Just a smidge, maybe turn it a little bit that way.
We are our own tech crew.
Yeah.
So just know.
Hang in there with us.
We're our makeup. We're our costume.
Do we have all of the apparati?
We are
Turn it
everything.
a little bit that way.
Wait.
Yep.
How's this look?
Little
Does this look
smidge
better?
more to make sure we get you.
Are we sure? We're sure this looks.
I think so.
Are we sure? Wait.
Maybe
what about,
tilt the screen down a little bit. There you go. There you go.
Wait, then you get under the table.
No,
Who wants to
still.
see under the table?
You
You guys
want
don't want to see under the table, do you? Maybe you want to see under the table, you dirty little peeps. But you guys don't want to see under the table. I think perfection. I think we're here. I think we're good. Hello.
Hey. Is everybody staying corona free?
Please.
Please try to stay corona free.
Like, I mean, that's not really a joke, but
No, it's not a
honestly,
joke. I mean it literally.
And in all seriousness, since we're on the topic, I literally went to 4 different stores to find toilet paper today.
What is with that?
I don't understand
Seriously.
the connection, but it's real. Like, that isn't the
No.
media hype. That's
No.
actually, and I don't
But
know why that is.
I
though.
understand because people are like thinking, okay, if we have to hunker down in our homes for the next month or whatever, they have to get all these goods, ahead of time. Oh,
Nope, sorry.
Turn that down. So she's going to be monitoring here, so we can answer people's comments. But you get a lot of water, you get a lot of non-perishable foods, you get toilet paper. I guess that's what people are thinking.
I've never heard of like a toilet paper outage in my life.
That's interesting.
It's real.
But yeah,
It's
but
real.
seriously, and the whole
Hello,
cough
Miss
into your
Gracie.
elbow. And that's not a what do you call it? A Fortnite dance? That's
No,
a cough into your elbow.
It's legit.
But you could make it.
It's called dabbing.
Oh, damn it. Oh, right. That's what
Actually,
I meant.
it's a thing already.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, can we start
I'm
this
out of
show,
touch.
please?
We can start
Can we
the
get
show.
this going?
Oh, you want to start like that?
Well, yeah.
Grab your microphone.
Let's start better.
Make sure it's on. Test.
Oh,
Okay.
you're
Ready?
waiting for me, huh?
Yeah, that's the key. Ready?
They try to make me go to rehab. I won't go. Yes, I've been bad, but when I come back, you say low. I ain't got the time. If the Nomad thinks I'm fine,
Yes, I do.
they try to make me go to rehab, but I won't go. I'd rather be at home today, yeah. I ain't got that many days. There's nothing you can teach me, yeah, that I can't learn from Mr. Hathaway. I didn't get a loving pass, but I know it don't go in a shot glass. They try to make it go to rehab, but I won't go. That's right.
Low.
Welcome.
To another happy hour
Show. I did it again. Is there lipstick all over my face?
No, you're fine. Just
Okay.
don't smash it again.
That's the problem with, it's not a problem. I love the Sure 55s, but you have to get right up on it. So you really
Right.
can't wear red lipstick unless you want to be Courtney Love.
Well,
And
that's a whole other
sometimes-
story. That's a whole other episode, actually.
That is a whole other episode.
All right, so it is time for today's drink of the week. Lo, just scooch over a little bit. The drink of the week right there. Ba-ba-da-ba,
There it is.
the Rehab.
Wait, I think what's in the
Yes.
way? This is in the way. You can't see it. There we
Is that
go.
right? Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, I'll
It's
take
the Rehab.
So what I did was I love
What you do know?
Strong Islands, as I like to call them, Strong Islands, but they're Long Islands, right?
Tell us
Long
why you
Island
love them strong.
Because I'm from Strong Island,
All right.
When you say you're from New York, you say, what part of New York? Strong Island. You got to do that. That's part of the deal. You got to wear this kind of shirt, too. That's proud of you. So all my homies who are making fun of my shirt, I love you guys. Thank you. And I always make it a Strong Island because I tell the bartender if I'm out, I say, instead of putting Coca-Cola in it, at the end you put Coca-Cola. I say, instead of Coca-Cola, just put some club soda to top it off.
Is that what
Right?
this is?
So what I did was I took some flavored sparkling water, some flavored club soda, black cherry, and that's what this is. So it's a Long Island with black cherry club soda. Hence, we called it a
Rehab.
Now, why did we call it a rehab? Because in a Long Island, there's like 17 different liquors, and I think I put 32.
Well, really, why we called it the rehab was because
Can we have a toast? Sorry. So happy half hour to you. Join us in your cocktail or coffee or tea or water or sweet tea or Arnold Palmer or whatever you're drinking.
Thank you. I appreciate you telling me I look so pretty today because let me tell you, I just like flew in on a plane. I'm so tired.
So gorgeous.
Thank you. So the real reason why we called it the rehab is because this week in music history is when Amy Winehouse made her debut on the Letterman here in the U.S. Of course, people knew her over in the pond, but this was her U.S. debut.
Over in the pond, across the
pond, over in the pond over there, somewhere over there. But this week, 2007.
Really?
Yep. 2007, she made her debut on the Letterman show. Mm-hmm. And she performed Rehab. Now, I went and saw it.
Should we try math? How many years is that?
That's 17. Oh, no, 14.
We should not try math in public.
You know what? You got some wine, user? Great.
Wine.
Wine works too.
Wine down Wednesday.
Why not?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it doesn't matter your libation of choice, whether it's spiked or clean. As long as you're here for the Happy Half Hour show with Nomad and Lola every Wednesday.
Okay. That was good. I liked it.
5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. I like what up, Tim?
Yeah.
Tim Wolf.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Go. Okay.
All right. So anyway, Amy Winehouse made her debut. We all know what happened to her not too long after that, and that is such a sad story.
So sad.
But I went and I saw her 3 different times, and I tell you, I gave her so many chances. I wanted to love her, but every time you could tell she was plagued. You could tell.
So
as an artist, you could just see it on stage.
What's interesting is I'm, as a musician, composer, producer guy, I rarely pay attention to lyrics until I met you. And then you got me paying attention to more lyrics. So as I'm programming this little track today for us to jam to, I'm listening to the lyrics. I'm like, damn, this girl, she was struggling with some stuff. You could tell.
Yeah, she's
talking about her dad. Her dad said, you don't need help. You're fine. And she's like, no, but the guy at the rehab was like, so why do you think you're here? She's like, I don't know. I don't need help. And he's like, I think you're depressed. I mean,
I think you're taking this song a little literal.
All this stuff was in the song, though. It's all in the song.
I guess you're right. In some ways,
it's
it is
all in the song.
You're right.
You know? So, I mean, I guess that's just a reminder for us to love our family and try to help as much as we can because these struggles are real. I mean, I'm being 100% serious.
Yeah, you got real serious on it. I was being fun.
I didn't mean to be dark.
Okay. Also, this week in music history was when it was the start of a 3-week run at number 1 of. Are you ready?
Yeah.
At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong. And I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I. Now, funny thing about this song.
I was going to do my Spanish rendition.
Oh, sorry.
No, not I.
I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I'll stay alive.
Nice.
I got all my life to live.
Nice.
I got all my love to give. Oh, go on now, go. Walk out the door. All right, that's funny.
That was awesome. Yeah, let's drink to that.
Cheers.
Nice rendition, Bob. That was the flamenco disco version.
Oh, it looks like our Facebook, our Instagram people aren't enjoying it.
Oh, sorry.
You're enjoying it, but you're not getting it. I think it got stuck.
Oh.
Of course you're enjoying it. Hello.
The broadcast has stopped, so they can't enjoy it. See, when PBS and CBS and NBC used to broadcast things, they had all this ginormous, expensive equipment. Now with the interwebs, when we broadcast stuff, it doesn't always work.
No, it's about a bitch, isn't it?
Okay.
All right.
What were you gonna say?
It's okay. We have it.
Gloria Gaynor.
We have it filming everywhere, so it'll be fine. But that was Gloria Gaynor, and that was the 3-week run, the beginning this week.
Yeah,
Let me just start this again.
Yeah.
This week was the beginning of her 3-week run at number one. But here's the funny thing about this song. It was actually the B-side of an album that she released.
Really?
She did not think that this was an A-side material. No. But hello. This is like one of the most sang songs.
Classic. It's one of the most classic songs ever. And forget just disco.
Yeah.
Classic song across the board. Do you mind if I chime in?
Jump in.
So what's interesting is that record executives, they usually have sleeves. But anyway, record executives always think they know what's going to be a hit and what's not. I say, bullshit. You don't know what's going to be a hit and what's not. You have no idea. So any executive who thinks they know, as musicians, don't be discouraged. Do what you want to do. If you feel it in your heart, then do it. Because, don't let the suits tell you if you're
Don't let nobody tell you what you are.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what you are.
All right, for crying out loud. Let's
hey,
continue.
Really? Actually?
Yeah. No, but I mean that.
Since you're talking about one of my favorite, Lucy. I love Lucy. Who doesn't love Lucy, right? She was kicked out of acting school and was told she had no talent and to just give up. Can you imagine?
Lucille Ball.
Yeah, can you imagine what life would be like without her?
It'll be awful.
I mean,
I love. She's got me so hooked on the show. I love it. We watch it all the time as a family. But also, I love my Aunt Lucille, and she shares the name Lucille. I think that's a classic name, Lucille. So if anybody out there is having a baby girl soon, and you're looking for names, consider Lucille.
I know somebody who is having a baby girl. Hey, Ryan Disharoon.
Oh,
Lucille. Or Lola. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Is this thing working?
Yeah,
okay.
Facebook's working. I don't see anybody commenting on Facebook.
Okay.
What's up, guys? We love you too. Right. That's you guys. We love you too, All right, I'm going back to Instagram. That's where the party's rocking right now.
All right, so what do we got?
All right, so also this week in music history, Tom Jones. With okay, now it's not unusual to be loved by everyone.
That's good.
That's the Carlton, right?
Yeah. But I guess Tom Jones kind of started.
Tom Jones sang it. What? I guess did he do that dance? He
kind of did that.
Really?
He snapped with two hands while he was singing. Yeah.
But that's got into it.
But that's a Motown move. That's like an old Motown move.
Can you do it? It's not unusual to be loved by everyone.
Okay, you're really putting a swing on it.
I might punch you.
Yeah, I know. Careful.
Anyway.
Tom Jones is a classic, man.
This week it went number one. Wow. But did you know
that
it was actually written for an English songwriter, singer named Sandy Shaw. Now, no relation to Rick Shaw.
Rick, I doubt you're watching.
You don't have social media. But, anyway, it was written for her, and Tom Jones recorded the demo.
Did you to mute that? Yeah.
Sorry, Tom Jones recorded the demo.
Did he really?
Yeah.
See, again, you never know.
And so when Miss Shaw heard that version, she said, "I'm not doing this song. That Tom Jones did it amazing. Like he should release it." And so, again, can you imagine somebody else doing that song? Are you rushing me off the stage? Is this how you wrap me up?
No.
It was a good story. How we said this word. This is perfect for Jeopardy. How do you say this word? Do you remember? Okay, Otis Redding went number one this week in music history in 1968 with Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. Now, here's the thing. It actually went gold 3 months after his death. He was killed in a plane crash. And so he just recorded this song days before his death. And it was the first
No. Oh, now I forgot it since you said that.
Oh my God.
It's spelled post, P-O-S-T, but it's posthumous.
Posthumous.
No. It's like post-death.
Anyway, you know what we're trying to say. We looked it up. I promise. We knew how to say it an hour ago. But This was the first ever song to be released by an artist after his death. And this is how it goes.
You didn't give me lyrics.
I did, but it didn't refresh.
Sitting on the dark sun. Oh, see? I'll be sitting when the evening comes.
Watching
The ships roll in. I'll be watching them away again. Oh.
I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the time blow away. Yeah.
Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
Come on.
Oh, well. All right, that one crashed and burned.
This one broke.
Well, because I got you another kazoo. You were supposed to use that one. That was a crash and burn. And I picked a key that was good for me to sing the verse, but I couldn't sing the chorus. And you couldn't sing the chorus, but you could sing the verse. That was hilarious. Hey, I said it's a happy half-hour show, so be happy.
Are you happy? Oh, don't break the glass. I'm happy.
By the way, I love these green tinted glasses that I bought from
IKEA.
Yeah.
That could be their jingle.
Yeah.
Hire us.
Yeah, right. Okay. March. I don't want to give it away. Sorry. I almost gave it away.
Oh, it's okay.
Didn't
Well,
need to.
this week in music history, it was actually Judy Garland's Somewhere Over the Rainbow was committed into world history as the song of the century.
Could you hand me that one, please?
Sure. And if you know me, you know that's my song. I don't know if I can sing it. You know, we picked a fun time to do recordings of songs when I come off of a show. Like every weekend, I'm yelling over monster trucks.
I was going to say, Lo, can you seriously elaborate? Tell us a little bit about Monster Jam. And actually, you just finished, right?
Yeah, well, I finished for a few weeks. So hopefully next week my throat might be a little bit better.
Although it might get canceled due to the virus, so.
I think Seattle, actually, well, the governor announced today in Seattle that he's not letting anybody in. But
through March 30th. So
right.
You might be, I don't know.
But I don't know, I just don't know what's going to happen.
But didn't you tell me that when it gets warmer, the virus kind of dissipates? Didn't you read that somewhere?
I think it's probably too early to tell anything right now, but that's a discussion for another time.
But she just came off of an 8-week run with Monster Jam, where she was literally being a host to anywhere from 30 to 60,000 people at a time.
I think the minimum was probably 40. 40,000.
60?
65 is the max.
So
65,000 people.
Of course, she's on a microphone, but still the adrenaline and the hype and all those people, and then the loud.
Well, now I'm backstage.
Engine roars.
Now I'm backstage, so I'm talking over engines, and I don't know if anybody can hear me. But I'm going to try to do this song as best as I can.
I think it's going to be great.
And so it's the song of the century. Now, before I get started, let me just tell you about
I'm going to just noodle down.
I learned a little bit about this song. So let me tell you. It's composed by two gentlemen, Harold Arlen and Yib Harabura.
Harbura.
So these
that
two,
almost sounds Japanese.
They're actually they're Jewish.
Okay. Okay.
And it was written.
Hebrew.
Yeah, it was written in 1939 for the movie The Wizard of Oz. But the songwriter felt like the song was really the meaning behind it was all about hope and how your rainbow will come. After a storm. There's something to look forward to, kind of thing. And he said it was because we can all relate to that hope, and that he was really hoping that hope would transcend over to the Jewish people at that time, because this was actually in the middle of the Holocaust, and he wasn't sure what the future for his people was.
That's insane.
So that's why he wrote this song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and it eventually won an Academy Award for Best Music. It became the song of the century. And of course, do you want to know how he said he wrote it? He said the melody came to him while on a drive with his wife. And he said, hey, let's go out, right? So this is what he said. I said to my wife, let's go to Grauman's Chinese Theater.
Yeah.
right down the street from here.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, you drive. You know, I wasn't thinking about work. I just wanted to relax. And as we drove past the Schwab's drugstore on Sunset, which I'm assuming was a big landmark at the time, not now, but on Sunset, he said, pull over. And we stopped. And he's like, and I don't really know why, bless the muses, but I pulled out my little manuscript that I had and started writing down the melody of what is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And the song, you know, is Judy Garland's signature song.
Right.
And it's funny because in here I said she performed it for 390 years.
I think that's a typo.
That's a typo.
39 years?
She performed it for 30 years.
30 years. Okay.
After her appearance in the movie, The Wizard
That's
of Oz.
incredible.
But she always kept it true. She never changed. You know how sometimes artists will change up the song to be different? She never changed it because she wanted to be true to Judy Garland.
You should speak on that because, you know, so many artists, they have their classic hit and they're like, I don't want to do my hit, but
yeah, but
you
you know,
really
that's what the people love it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give the people what they came for, you know?
Yeah. It's true.
So I'm going to try my best.
Okay, you're going to crush it.
Some way up there's a land I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere skies are blue, and the dreams you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow, why, oh why can't
Nice, Lo. That was gorgeous. Wow, we have some people to say hi to. Thank you so much for allowing us to do that ballad. I know sometimes, you know, ballads can be time consuming because they're slow, but you crushed it.
Oh, thank you. And and somebody was saying, you guys put me in the mood to drink. And I take that as a compliment.
That's right.
we hope someday we can drink with all of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, on the road, in our house, in your house.
Really nice rendition.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, what's happening?
All right, happy birthday to Robin Thicke with your blurred lines. Oh, I thought you were gonna play blurred lines. Oh man. I hate these blurred lines. Yeah, no, I can't do that
Happy
to the
birthday.
Beatles. Happy
Who
birthday
else?
to you. Happy birthday.
Carrie Underwood. Oh, I have a Carrie Underwood story.
Let's hear it.
It was 2005, and the American Idol's
She
live
was
tour.
2 years old. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
exactly, basically. The American Idol's live tour, 2005. I had just moved to Los Angeles, and my good friend David Kochansky hit me up and said, "Hey, are you around? And would you be interested in doing the American Idol's live tour?" So you have to understand, at 2005, that's when American Idol was like huge, right?
Yeah.
So they were doing the big tours.
Yeah.
We were rocking those same type arenas and stadiums that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like 30 to 40 to 50,000 people a night. Okay, I did a 6-month tour roughly.
With all the idols or just Carrie Underwood?
Well, no, I'm sorry, not 6 months, a 3-month tour, but with all the 10 finalists.
Okay.
The 10 finalists, and Carrie Underwood was number 1.
Wow.
Dig it. So we're on stage, we're doing massive pre-production rehearsals, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's a cool guitar." And she's like, "Can I try it?" I was like, "Come on over, play it." She loved it. I said,
He
"Oh,
said,
cool."
"Come on over, come play my guitar."
Well,
That sounds
on
so
stage. I didn't mean anything creepy.
Oh my God.
I'm in the back line,
line.
really low. I'm in the back line with the band. She's up front, so I'm like, "Yeah, come on, check it out." And and I had the guitar on a stand, so she plays. She's like, "Oh, it's really cool." So I was like, "Oh, great." So I kept that in the back of my mind. On our break, we had a little tour break. I went to meet Matt McPherson, the owner of this company, and the man who developed this whole beautiful design. And he said, funny, he goes, "So tell me about this talent show that you're working on."
This talent show. Oh, man.
So I remember American Idol was huge.
She's still a baby. Lola's still a baby.
Right,
Like,
right,
she was 4th
right.
season, right?
So I said, "Yeah, well, anyway, the winner, Carrie Underwood, would really love to play your guitars." He goes, "I got it." Next thing you know, like 2 days later, McPherson showed up on tour for her. I mean, Matt McPherson, Larry Klentz, and all the people over at McPherson Guitars, we love you. I've always appreciated you for that, for everything. I endorse you guys, obviously. I love your instruments. They're amazing. They're all handmade here in Wisconsin.
You think
US.
Matt's watching?
So I doubt it. But anyway, and I doubt Carrie's watching. But anyway.
Larry might be. Hey, Larry, you might be right there.
And Larry has retired.
Larry's retired, but he's still a McPherson at heart. And the cool thing about the show, I'm showing it. It's not a circle in the center. It's
So,
lifted up. You can't see it past the
Yeah,
drums.
most acoustic guitars have the circle right here behind the strings.
The sound hole.
The sound hole,
that?
right? The circle. I said the circle. Thank you. Because you called it a circle. The sound hole. But the reason why McPherson put it up here is so that way your hand, when it's strumming, doesn't get in the way of the sound projecting outward.
Oh, it sounds kind of like wah, like a fan, like wah.
Right. So put your hand over this.
Yep.
While I play. Right. Now lift it up. Sounds amazing. So what happens with a traditional guitar, acoustic guitar, is that your hand is kind of covering the sound hole. So
interesting. Happy
that's
birthday.
my long story.
Okay, you done?
I'm done.
You done?
Totally.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Okay. Happy birthday to Bobby McFerrin.
You got your kazoo?
I'm ready. Don't give it away.
Oh. I
They
gave it
can
away.
hear you, Oh, that you wanted me to start.
Oh my gosh, that's so terrible.
I'm gonna try again.
There we go. Nice. Hey. Here's a little song I wish we wrote.
Oh yeah.
You might want to sing it note for note anyway.
Don't worry. Be happy. In every life.
In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you just make it double.
Don't worry. It's right here. Good. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
Yeah, yeah. That sound is just killing me. The landlord say your rent is late. He might have to litigate.
Don't worry.
because everything's gonna work out.
Be happy.
The universe has a way. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double.
Don't worry. Nah.
Ah.
Be happy. Can I go now? Okay, ready?
A double kazoo solo. A double kazoo solo. Ready? Here we go. All right. We had to get out of that one.
You know what? A double kazoo just might be my instrument.
No comment.
Oh! This week in music history. You guys ready? You say I only hear when I want to. You say I talk so all the time. And I thought what I felt was simple, and I thought that I don't belong. But now that I am leaving, now I know that I did something wrong, 'cause I missed you. Yeah, I missed you.
Nice, Lisa Lowe.
You say I only hear what I want to. I don't listen hard. Don't pay attention to the distance that you're running to anyone or anywhere. I don't understand if you really care. I'm only hearing negative.
Nice, Lisa Lowe. Or should I say Lola Lowe?
Lola.
Nice Lola Lowe.
So I had to do it because
That was
this
awesome.
week, thank you, this
What
week in music history was the release and of Stay in 1994, and it was #1, and she was the first artist to ever go #1 without a record deal.
Really?
Are you hearing me?
Wait, how did she do that?
She's the queen of indie, man. She's the queen of indie.
No wonder why she's the Lilith Fair, like, you know.
Oh, I mean, the Lilith Fair is more like Sarah McLachlan.
No, Lilith Fair was also Lisa Lowe.
Really?
Yes.
I contest this.
Dude, you're getting your 90s mixed
No,
up.
I think you're getting your 90s mixed up.
I think you're getting your 90s mixed up.
All right, well, we'll debate this off camera.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, credit to the queen of
Lisa Lowe.
indie,
Amazing.
Lisa Loeb. And I hope I
Yeah.
did you justice with that
You
impression.
did.
All right, this week in music history also, James Taylor was a hit. It's his birthday. He's always a hit
I love James
on his
Taylor.
birthday. Yeah. So, go ahead and tell me about it.
Do me right, do me wrong. Save your goodbyes for the morning light. And I'm screwing up the
It's
words.
good. I love it. I liked it.
I don't want to be lonely tonight. Say goodbye, say hello. Sure enough, good to see you, but it's time to go.
I wanted to give some credit to Ivy over there because I think you went and saw
Don't
Carol.
say no.
Oh, you're not done. Sorry.
I don't. It was fun.
Did you go see Carrie Underwood? Is that what you were saying?
Oh,
Because
wait.
she's amazing.
Did she say? Did Evie Lacey say that?
Yes, she did.
Oh, look at me, my old man.
And finally, last but not least, happy birthday to God. I don't even know what is his title. What is Quincy Jones's title?
Master of all music.
Oh, happy birthday to the master of all music, Quincy
Basically.
Jones. I think that's fitting. Yeah.
Exactly.
So let's take you through what he's done.
Really happy birthday.
So he was born
in a couple
1933.
days.
That's the same year as my grandpa, I
Oh,
believe.
that's right.
Aw,
So Quincy's
that's
going to be 90.
Yeah, he'll be 90, I believe.
No.
Right? No. We're so bad.
We
at
can't do math.
We're so bad.
1933 is not 90. So it would have to be 1930 If it
My
was
grandpa was
90.
born in 1930.
Right.
He was born in 1930.
Anyway, Quincy will be 87, basically.
Happy birthday to the master of all music, Quincy Jones.
Yes, Quincy. Mm-hmm.
So what did he do? In 1962, he released Soul Bossa Nova.
Oh, super.
Yep. And then later he scored the single for Stuff Like That, which I'm not familiar with. But I mean, overall, he has 79 Grammy Awards. 79.
Did you say 79 nominations? Yeah.
Okay.
He has 79 Grammy, but still, that's
I wonder how many he actually has.
That's insane. I don't know. Of course, we could all look it up.
And then a producer of 3 of Michael Jackson's albums, and of course, those are like,
yeah, off the wall, bad and brilliant.
Ridiculous.
Which sold more than 65 million copies worldwide combined, but I would even say more than that nowadays.
Probably.
And if you combine
streaming.
Streams, and come on, I mean, we're talking about gajillions.
Yeah.
Quadrillions.
Cha-ching.
Exactly.
Well, that's it, guys.
That's our show.
My drink is pretty much done, and I'm all out of music history, so we bid you adieu, and we hope that you return next Wednesday as we go live at 5.
There are sometimes nice stuff I don't want to go out. I just want to strum all day. Which, by the way, we're going to release the song late spring, early summer. So
stay tuned for that.
I guess she strums it all the way.
But when life gets me down,
It never really gets her down.
it's true. I just simply stop and look around, and I strum Delia, I strum my cares away. I strum Delia, I strum all day. Let me tell them. Strum.
Go ahead, Lo.
I strum away. Strum. I strum all day. I strum diddly all day. Good night.
Happy half hour show.
We hope you enjoyed this drink.
Yep. Stay healthy.
And stay healthy and find toilet paper. Good luck. Bye. Have fun. Yes, and all right.